Hi friends, this is Ashutosh Jha, Director of the Migration Bureau, and we are back with a new video. Ever since we have started our UK operations, I have been flooded with queries such as what is the cost of living in the UK and how different is it from living in Poland. So I thought I might as well cover this topic and make a video about it. So in today's video, we'll be doing a cost of living comparison between Warsaw and London and see how the cities fare. So without any further ado, let's get started. You would need around 24,527.50 zloty in London to maintain the same standard of life that you can have with 12,000 zlotys in Warsaw, assuming you rent in both cities. First of all, let's talk about the salaries and financing. So the average monthly net salary after tax in Warsaw is around £860 and in London it is around £3,060, which is 255.54% more than Warsaw. Now let's talk about rent per month in Warsaw and in London. So to rent a one-bedroom apartment in city centre, you will have to shell out around £602 in Warsaw, whereas in London you will have to pay around £1,700. For a one-bedroom outside of city centre in Warsaw, you would be paying approximately around £450, and in London you will be paying between £1,200 to £300. If we were to talk about clothing and shoes, one pair of jeans, Levi's or something similar, would cost you around £76 in Warsaw, whereas it costs around £60 in London. A summer dress in a chain store such as Zara or H&M will cost £33 in Warsaw and around £29 in London. A pair of Nike running shoes mid-range would cost £70 in Warsaw and £70 in London as well. And a pair of men leather business shoes would be around £100 in Warsaw and £81 approximately in London. The cost of basic monthly utilities in Warsaw and London compares as follows. Basic electricity, heating, cooling, water, garbage for a 85 meter square apartment would cost around £160 in Warsaw and around £182 in London. 1 minute of prepaid mobile tariff local, no discounts or plans, would cost around £0.06 in Warsaw and £0.13 in London. Internet 60 Mbps or more, unlimited data and cable ADSL would cost £12 in Warsaw and around £32 in London. Now let's compare the transportation in these two cities. One-way ticket, local transport in Warsaw will cost you 4.40 zloty, whereas in London it will cost you 14.65 zlotys. A monthly pass costs 110 zloty in Warsaw and around 826.52 zloty in London, which is a whopping difference of 652%. A start tariff of a Warsaw taxi is around 8 zloty, whereas the same starting fare is 15.70 zloty in London. 1 litre of gasoline will cost around 5 zloty in Warsaw, whereas it will cost around 6.26 zloty in London. Now let's talk about the gastronomy and restaurants. An inexpensive meal in a restaurant in Warsaw will cost around 30 zloty, whereas in London the same meal would cost around 80 zlotys. Meal for 2 people in a mid-range restaurant for a 3-course meal would be 170 zloty, whereas in London it would be around 313 zloty or around £60. A McMeal at McDonald's or equivalent combo meal in Warsaw would cost you 22 zloty, whereas in London it will cost you 32 zlotys. A domestic beer 0.5 litre draught will cost 10 zloty in Warsaw and 26.16 zloty in London. a normal cappuccino will cost around 11 zloty in Warsaw and 15 zloty in London. Coke and Pepsi will cost 6 zloty in Warsaw and around 7.8 zloty in London. So, to sum up the gist of this comparison, we could clearly deduce that consumer prices in London are 74.13% higher than in Warsaw without rent. Consumer prices including rent in London are 104.40% higher than in Warsaw. Rent prices in London are 163.94% higher than in Warsaw. Restaurant prices in London are 98.41% higher than in Warsaw. Grocery prices in London are 67.57% higher than in Warsaw. And the local purchasing power in London is 73.95% higher than in Warsaw. So friends, this brings us to the end of our brief and informative video. I hope now you've got a better understanding of the cost of living in these two cities. If you got value out of this video, please like, comment and share the video. And for more information, log on to our website, which is mentioned in the link below. Thank you for watching this video. This is Ashutosh Jha, Director of the Migration Bureau, signing off. Until next time.